So as I sit on this unicorn, let's just talk about something. Now, most of you may know I have a father, of course. Everyone has a father. I mean, some aren't alive, some aren't there for them. But my father was there for a while. And I've always thought he is this amazing dude. And my mom always said, oh, it's just me and your father love each other still. We just don't love each other still. And when I was little, I didn't understand. I was 5 when I asked, why doesn't Daddy live with us like all the other girls? Now, as a child, I didn't know how much that might have hurt my mom or something. But, yeah. Don't ask why I say it like this. It's just a thing I do. My father this is what I remember. My mother, I don't really ask my mother things because I feel like maybe it might make her uncomfortable, even though she said so many times to me, it doesn't make her feel uncomfortable at all. But yeah. At the beginning of my life, I remember me being little and him and Mom still they weren't together, but they would still hang out with each other just for my sake and pretend to be happy with each other just for my sake. They didn't live together, but we would go on family trips, and my best memory was probably when me and my mom were on the boat, and it was the first time she actually let me go walk around on the boat while she wasn't holding me in her arms like she usually does. So I go to the front, and before my father got married to another woman, the front was my seat. I would be right on the front of the boat, and I would I loved hearing the wind against my ears and not be able to hear anything but the wind and the engine a bit. And I would love when the water would splash in my face. It was just the best sensation ever when I was little. So, yeah, it's probably a really good memory. And there was one time where my father was dating this girl. I think her name was Amber, I think. And she had beautiful hair, and I loved this girl, absolutely loved her. She had a little boy. It wasn't my father's, I don't think. I don't really remember. But her and my mom connected a bit, and I used to come over there. And this little boy was just my little brother, because when my mother had a miscarriage, it was going to be a little boy, and his name was going to be Austin, I'm pretty sure. Funny story, my father had a child with his new wife and named it Austin after my mother's miscarriage. So yeah, you can imagine how heartbroken she was after that, and she couldn't really my mother had no part of me and my father's relationship. She gave me to him sometimes, on weekends and everything, and she'd work so hard so when I came back she could get me all the stuff, and she was working 3 jobs trying to give me everything I wanted. Soon she found another love, and they asked me, hey, would you like a baby brother or sister? Now me, I really wanted a little brother because I wanted to have someone to roughhouse with, because I was just that kind of girl when I was little. I still kind of am. I love roughhousing, and I never get to do it often. At school, they don't allow it. Don't allow it, of course. At home, I don't really have anyone to roughhouse with that won't, like, knock the crap out of me if I try to play fight and then they think I'm actually trying to fight them over something. Because when I play fight, I will beat you. As long as you're not too much bigger than me, I will beat you. So I have a half brother and sister currently. Don't know how old they are. They look a lot like me. Hopefully someday I'll be able to meet up with them and be like, hey, you have 4 brothers and 1 sister. Yeah. So I'm your big sister. Hey guys. I know you never knew about me. They're never going to know about me. They're not even gonna know I exist. Yeah. They're not gonna remember me. So, my father's been busy for a long time. We stopped hanging out, like, I think I saw him last summer, maybe? No, not last summer. The summer, after last summer. Before last summer, I mean. Yeah. So, yeah. Yeah. So here's the reason I don't agree with my father. Now, my mother has only had good things to say about my father, and I get so aggravated when she says all these good things about my dad, and then I only see, I can read people really well, I feel like. Like, I've read everyone else pretty well. And maybe my father is a Christian. His wife is too. And I just feel like I feel like she's trying to save our relationship by saying all these good things about him. But there's no saving a relationship that has been so broken. I feel like every time I even talk about him, there's a door between us. There's no wall, a door. And the door has so many locks and chains and codes. And I've tried to find the codes, find the keys to the locks, find the hammer to just break down the shutters on the door. And I could walk around the door because there's no walls attached to it. But I don't want to open that door though. But there's just too many locks and shutters right now that I don't think I can. And that one person watching the video is like, what the flip is she talking about? I mean, a relationship. I mean, the door is like the opening to like my feelings. The door is like, how do I put this? The door is like the thing it's like a thing locking my feelings and like how I really feel and what I really want to say and who I am. It's just behind that I am behind that door. And I want to show him all my feelings and show him all this. But I feel like there's something stopping me. And and the shutters that are on the door are like metaphor for reasons why I shouldn't open up. So there's so many reasons that I shouldn't open up my feelings to him that I just don't. And I could walk around my feelings and just fake it till I make it. And I could just walk around that and pretend and leave my feelings and reasons to not open up to him behind and just not open up, just pretend. But I'm so tired of pretending. I pretend every day. At the beginning, I really tried to get rid of those reasons why I shouldn't open up. I really did. I have issues. I'm sorry. More than one issue. You know, I used to think people with like any kind of depression or anxiety just need to do it. Just need to go through it. Just need to pretend it wasn't there. Just get through it. I thought they could. But now that I've went past that and had to deal with that, I feel like I was a jerk to those. I can't even look at the camera. Have a good day, guys. I'm sorry for not being in my bubbly mood. I'm trying to smile. I'm trying to make up excuses too.